Hello and welcome once again to another edition of Word in the Burg, our monthly topical talk show about all things Harrisburg. Today we are talking about Kipona, and not just Kipona, but the 100th anniversary of Kipona, our wonderful celebration of the end of summer here in the city of Harrisburg. I am joined today by three very special guests. First, we have David Morrison, who is the Executive Director of Historic Harrisburg. We're also joined by Maureen Zimmerman, who is a CARES Accounts Coordinator for Pinnacle Health Systems, and Joe Cooper with Clock Entertainment, who's helping program entertainment for this year's Kipona. So we're going to talk about the history, what's going on, what's new, and hopefully get you all the information you need. Let's start with you, David. It is the 100th anniversary of Kipona, a significant milestone, really, for this festival. Briefly, give us a synopsis of how the festival has sort of lived and grown over the years.
Well, 1916 was a very important year, and it's no accident that Kipona started that year. That was the year that many transformations occurred in the city. The Dock Street Dam was completed that year. The riverfront steps were completed. And the improvements to the water system and more importantly to the sewage treatment system were all completed. This meant that our river was transformed from being something you didn't want to spend time in to what we see it now as, which is a regional recreational destination. So the first Kipona occurred in 1916 specifically as a celebration of that transformation. And the words Kipona in Native American actually mean on sparkling water. So it's always been a celebration of the sparkling water of the Susquehanna.
And it's really the sparkling water of the Susquehanna that really defines the city of Harrisburg, isn't it? Has always. The reason the city was founded here, how it was historically a trading post, and one of the things that attracts people today. And we assume that Kipona will bring people from throughout the region. Over the years, what sort of things have we seen at Kipona?
Well, traditionally, most of the events were focused on the river. They were water events: boating, canoe races, speedboat races, water skiing, acrobatics, swimming races. There were a lot of swimming races. They even put lanes like you would have in an Olympic pool right in the middle of the Susquehanna, as well as events on land. There have always been entertainment and activities. They used electric light to great effect in the early days for the nighttime activities, and fireworks. So a lot of these things have continued right on through those 100 years.
Well, we should say right away that the canoe races are back. Back as always. They'll be on Monday, and people should come out and cheer them on as always. The festival does center on the river. It's located in Riverfront Park, also on City Island. And this year we're expanding up State Street. So it's a larger footprint for the festival than we've had in past years. So Kipona is truly bigger and better than ever. Maureen, let me turn to you for a moment and say that we're thrilled that Pinnacle Health continues to help support the city of Harrisburg. And I wanted to ask you why Kipona was important to you and to Pinnacle Health as something to sponsor.
Well, we want to thank the City of Harrisburg for the opportunity to sponsor it. David spoke to the rich history of Kipona, and really Pinnacle Health has that same history as well. Kipona celebrating its 100th anniversary. Pinnacle Health has really been a cornerstone of the City of Harrisburg for about 130 years. We have so many health initiatives where we get out, and it's all community driven. So Kipona, being really like the end of the season block party, if you will, is like a celebration, and that it just makes sense for Pinnacle to be part of that.
Yes, and Pinnacle, of course, right on Riverfront Park itself, and overlooking the sparkling waters. I have to say, one of my favorite things about the festival every year is the fireworks. David's already alluded to this, but the fireworks are also back. They will be Sunday night this year. Now, the Senators are playing home games during the whole festival. And after the game on Sunday at twilight, around 9 o'clock, the fireworks will go off. And I like to say it's one of the finest fireworks displays anywhere in all of Pennsylvania. Marie, do you have a favorite memory of a past Kipona?
Really, the fireworks are what my family and I look forward to every year. It's kind of like a culmination of the season. But everyone loves food vendors, and so we've got that. And taking a look at some of the activities that are new this year, I see that there's the service dogs have a kissing booth. So I'm certain that.
Well, we're going to have to pause on that one for a moment, because that is one of the new attractions this year. We are having a Doggy Olympics, believe it or not, and as a part of that Doggy Olympics, it is everyone's opportunity to kiss a puppy. So will you be taking advantage of this?
I'm sure I may be their biggest donor.
It could be. It's a great fundraiser for them, and we're thrilled that they're going to be part of the Kipona plan. Now, that will be on City Island, and should be a really fun new addition. So Doggy Olympics and your opportunity to kiss a puppy. All right, Joe, we're turning to you. We've talked about some of the things that are going on at Kipona, but let's talk about entertainment on the stage. Now, we've got 3 stages this year, which is also bigger than ever. We've got a stage at Kunkel Plaza. We have another stage near the Market Street Bridge, and we have a stage in between where Gamut Theater will be hosting a lot of children's activities, and there will even be some family-friendly improv comedy in the late afternoon. So, Joe, tell us about your stage and what entertainment we have to look forward to.
Yes, well, Clock Entertainment is doing the stage at the Market Street Bridge. We're really looking forward to the talent that we've booked for this event. We've been really excited to work with the city of Harrisburg. We've gotten a bunch of different varieties of acts coming in. Anything from, we have an acoustic act coming out from Pittsburgh, actually, that are coming in. We also have a lot of local acts, too, which is really thrilling. Vinyl Groove, Soul Solution, they're all some bands that have been around for a little bit that are really going to be family friendly. And then we got some younger acts that will certainly bring a younger crowd to Kipona. And we're really excited for the entertainment that we're able to provide and try to keep the flow going throughout the entire day. All 3 days is really our goal, is just to keep the entertainment lively and so people can really have a good time when they're there eating their food truck foods or after they've kissed the dog.
Oh, we'll get to the food. The food's coming. But I think the important thing is that I guess there's going to be a variety of music for every taste.
Yeah, absolutely. We really strive to create a variety of music, even having DJs play sets in between. I mean, maybe a lot of people know Clock Entertainment as a DJing company, but we've been growing a lot in the past few years, and as far as even booking bands and entertainment and doing full productions. But I think one of the big things that we saw fit for this event, because it's such a family-oriented event, end of the summer bash, we really wanted to create a lot of different entertainment in order to really appease all the different crowds that come and attend this event at the city and the waterfront.
That's wonderful. So all 3 days again, starting at 11?
Yeah, all 3 days at 11. We try to slam it from 11 to 8, except for Mondays, goes till 7.
Yep.
But we try to slam all bands back to back all day long. When there's changeovers, obviously we'll probably have a DJ or an acoustic act playing in between.
That's going to be terrific. So lots of places for people to move and spread out and enjoy the park and listen to music and eat that good food. So let's turn to the food. David, do you have a favorite festival food? I know I do.
Oh my goodness, those food vendors bring such fantastic food. I have to say the funnel cake probably is something which I try to have not more frequently than maybe 1 year out of 3.
Okay, all right. Is this the 3rd year for you? Good.
Yeah,
I hope so.
that's right.
Well, it's the 100th anniversary. You're going to have
I'll do
funnel
it this year.
And historic too. I think funnel cake goes way back. So I believe the food vendors this year, they're going to be in the park as usual, and there'll be some food options on City Island, but they'll also be on State Street. So you'll have them extend all the way up State Street. So really, at any point in which you enter the festival, there's going to be food. Maureen, do you have a favorite?
It's funnel cake as well.
Funnel cake as well?
There's
All right.
something about the smell through the air. It kind of draws you in more so than any of the other vendors.
And it's one of those foods you can really only get at a summer festival,
Exactly,
right? It's hard to find
Seems
year
very
round.
logical.
Joe, favorite food?
Unfortunately, I can't remember the food vendor name. It's a truck. It happened to be at the 4th of July as
Okay.
well, and I'm hoping they're parked right next to the stage again where we're
Okay.
at. It's the stuffed pretzels.
Oh, the stuffed pretzels.
They have
excellent.
like ham and,
Yeah.
and all sorts of bacon and stuff. It's sinful.
All right, well, that would be good. I'm a big kettle corn fan. I love it. It's the same thing about the smell, and we've had really good barbecue choices at the last several festivals. I'm looking forward to that. Get some ribs, snow cones. And I know that my kids especially liked the French fries. There was an entire truck devoted to different varieties of French fries. So I think we'll have end of the season food. But you can also bring your own food and just have a picnic. Enjoy the park. So lots of great food. So new this year for Kipona, we mentioned the Doggy Olympics. We're also making sure that we have sports, athletic competitions going on every day. And I think new this year is we're going to have a family-friendly soccer competition that's going to occur on Monday. And that's going to occur in the North Front Street area of the festival, where on the days before they're going to have the Handles basketball tournament. If you're interested in registering for the basketball tournament, your team can do that. If you want to find out the times and the various performers and the names of the food trucks, all this information is available at the city website, which is harrisburgpa.gov. Click on there and go to events in Kipona and get all the information that you need. But sports all 3 days, I think, is exciting. Then when you add in the canoe racing on Monday, that's really something. But we also have traditional sort of staples of Kipona coming back. And two of those, which I think bear mention, are the Festival of India, which is an extraordinary event, and the powwow, which is back on City Island, where it was last year, all 3 days. David, you want to talk about like the genesis of either of those?
Both of those are relatively recent, I would say within the last couple of decades, but they bring the rich diversity of the community into Kipona, which of course has always been there, but now they have a very vivid and dominant part, and the respective communities, the American, Native American Indian community and the Asian Indian community, bring these wonderful aspects of the festival to us.
Yeah, I think it's incredible. Maureen, do you and your family enjoy the powwow? I think
we've taken walks around City Island and we've experienced that. My kids are a little bit older now, so it's more food related. But
they can still come and dance
exactly.
and do other things.
Burn off some of those funnel cakes.
And the free food at the Festival of India. If you haven't been to the Festival of India, it is extraordinary. I mean, absolutely extraordinary. Joe, have you had a chance to experience that?
Unfortunately, I have not.
All right.
But I am looking forward to hopefully stepping away from the stage a little bit and experiencing Kipona a little bit over the 3 days that I will be there.
Yeah. And not only does it celebrate the rich, diverse heritage of the region, both the powwow and the Festival of India, but great food, crafts, entertainment, traditions, and family fun. So I think that's really important. Also, new this year, there's going to be a beer garden for the adults that wish to partake. And I think also very interestingly, we're going to have a Midtown Cinema sponsored screening tent where you can view exciting things outside, which will be fun. Another feature, which is back again this year, is sponsored by Capital Region Water, and it's basically our Raindrop to River Conservation Carnival. David, did you get a chance to see that last year?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you can learn all about the best water anywhere. I mean, it is a festival which celebrates the sparkling waters of the Susquehanna, but we're also fortunate in Harrisburg to have really wonderful water. Clean, tasting, wins all sorts of competitions, and we're not only going to have a carnival, but it's also going to teach kids and families a little bit about conservation and things that we can do, from probably rain barrels to recycling to clean up our city. And I think that's all a part of having a sort of healthy, positive experience at Kipona. Something which I imagine Pinnacle certainly believes in and feels strongly committed to.
We do. We take great pride in always being there to promote good health within the community. We've worked closely in the city with the police, the fire departments, the elderly housing initiatives, the schools, and so forth. We even work with businesses to kind of break down the walls of the hospital and take wellness initiatives out to the workplace, because we realize how important, healthy individuals are to both the workplace and the family as well. So to have clean water there to highlight that, it's wonderful. Harrisburg is such a beautiful city, and to enjoy the walkways along the river, which we try to get out and do during the lunch hour, it's just you want to bring as many people to the river as possible to enjoy this great celebration.
More and more businesses are relocating to Center City, Harrisburg. We just cut a ribbon earlier this week, and I spoke to a lot of the employees that were moving, and they love the ability that they can get out and walk during their lunch hour and enjoy the riverfront and not only eat but exercise and partake in the park. And that's what we're celebrating in part with Kipona. Joe, do you like crab cakes?
I love crab cakes.
All right, well then I have the event for you, which is it's going to happen on Monday, but there is a crab cake eating contest. And it's sponsored by one of our longtime vendors, and a little different take on maybe a traditional pie eating contest. But are you going to sign up?
It's on our stage, so I think as the production manager for the event, I probably am required to sign up for that day.
I would hope so.
So
All right.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, excellent. And let's go back to the stage. Anything else you want to highlight? Maybe a particular performer or a particular group that's coming in from out of town or that's from the area?
We did a lot of research in trying to in getting mostly in the area. We had a couple that are coming from out of town just to kind of keep the variety and stuff really relatively close. But I think the ending day, like the bands that are playing each day at the end, is what we kind of ramp up to them. Vinyl Groove being one of them. So Solution, Love Gods. They're all really popular bands in the area, and they kind of encompass a bunch of different varieties. So really trying to keep it spiced and hopefully keep people at the festival until that 8 o'clock hour when the
What kind of
band.
music are Love Gods?
Love Gods are a cover rock band. They do a lot of they cover some newer stuff as well, but they do a lot of 80s, 90s cover rock. Soul Solution is more of a rhythm R&B Motown kind of vibe. They're bringing horns and saxes and guitars and all sorts of good instruments.
Nice.
And then Vinyl Groove is kind of a classic rock band as well.
Great. And they're at 7 o'clock. They're the 7 to 8 o'clock hour,
a lot of them are actually doing anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 45-minute sets, depending on how we kind of organized it with the band and what they were comfortable with. But we really tried to get a good chunk of each band, but also keep the bands moving throughout the day.
Wonderful. So you can come early, you can enjoy music all day, you can have lunch, but you can also come have dinner and enjoy the sort of main productions.
I actually have a couple groups that are coming out 11 o'clock just to enjoy the festival, and they don't play till 7 or 6 o'clock at night. So they're excited for that too. So.
Sounds really good. All right, David, so another feature this year, which is really exciting, is that we are having a history walk on the pedestrian bridge leading over to City Island. Tell us about that.
Well, this is going to present the full 100-year history of Kipona. We're going to have an exhibit on both sides of the bridge. You can walk from Riverfront over to City Island and back, and you'll see the first 50 years on your way over and the second 50 years on your way back. We have 54 different exhibit panels, 2 feet by 3 feet, each of them showing vintage pictures of some of the things that have happened in Kipona's past. And our great historian, Jeb Stewart, has been working all summer for both the city and Historic Harrisburg to put this great exhibit together. We're glad that the city has asked us to do this. And so all 3 days, people will be able to walk the bridge. It won't cost them anything. In fact, I think, Mayor, you and I ought to conduct a special tour for people to see this exhibit at some point, and we'll point out all the historical highlights that we like.
Deal. We will do this, and we will do it on Saturday, first day of the festival.
Perfect.
And we'll announce the exact time on the website. So people should go to harrisburgpa.gov, click on Kipona, and find out the specific details. But if you can't make the guided tour, it is self-guided, right?
It is self-guided.
You can learn all about the history as you exercise and enjoy the beautiful sparkling waters. Well, I think that's a great idea, and we're very excited. Another thing which we should mention is that there are a lot of kids' activities on the kids' stage. We have everything from face painting, balloon artists, carnival games, a bounce tent. So there's going to be something really for all ages. And if you are wondering about parking, well, parking is very easy this year. Now, first of all, metered parking is only in effect for Harrisburg on Saturday. Sunday, it's free to park at the meter. Monday, it's free to park at the meter. And if you're going to park at a meter and you want to on Saturday, we have 4 hours free, sponsored by the City of Harrisburg. You have to use the mobile parking Pango app, but you can type in LOVE HBG, LUV HBG, and you can get 4 hours of free parking on Saturday, any Saturday, in the city of Harrisburg. But if you're looking for an easy way to park, you can park on City Island as well, all day. That lot will be $4, and you can just pull in right there and then walk from City Island across to Riverfront Park. Or if you want to park in one of the parking garages and leave your car there, they're having a special at the Market Street parking garage. It's $10, but you can leave your car there all day and enjoy the festival. So a lot of options, some free, some paid, some covered, some open. We would encourage residents, though, to walk and to bike. I'm sure the bike taxis will be out, and it is a very accessible and fun festival. I want to reiterate again, fireworks Sunday night. That will be sort of a highlight for a lot of folks. And a special note, I think that's important to mention if people are watching at home. We are going all out to make sure that we have a really safe festival this year. We've got Harrisburg Police will be out in abundance throughout the whole festival and after the festival. We're even doing something special this year at the very end of the festival on Monday. We're having a sort of mentor community walk where various community leaders are going to be coming out and sort of welcoming kids back to school, recognizing the end of the summer, and leading a walk throughout the park. So we expect a safe, fun-filled, healthy, exciting, very entertaining 100th anniversary of Kipona. So I want to thank all of you for coming and sharing these details with me today. I want to thank you for watching at home. If you want more information, again, harrisburgpa.gov. Click on there and come out and join us for the 100th anniversary of Kipona.